a $300 bar tab for 2 drinks, a tourist credit card maxed out in 20 minutes, and a bartender who vanished the moment security cameras turned away. Vegas bars aren't just overpriced. They're systematic wealth extraction operations designed to empty your wallet before you realize what happened. This is where vacation budgets disappear. This is where tourists lose thousands thinking they're just having fun. This is where hospitality becomes highway robbery. So here is what we are going to cover. I am going to walk you through 5 specific bar scams that you should never fall for. I will explain why each one is a financial trap, what bar management doesn't want you knowing, and what you should do instead. Let's start with the most common scam you'll encounter in Vegas bars, the premium pour switch. This fraud happens daily across the Strip and is extensively documented through consumer complaints. It works like this. You order a premium spirit like Grey Goose, but the bartender pours well liquor while charging you the premium price. You think you're getting a $25 shot of top-shelf vodka, but you're actually drinking the cheap stuff. According to Nevada Gaming Control Board complaints, premium pour fraud accounts for approximately 40% of all bar-related disputes in Vegas. The average markup on switched liquor ranges from 400% to 600%, with tourists typically losing between 50 and 50 and 50 and 150 per incident. Let me break down the math for you. Well, vodka costs bars around 75 cents per shot, while premium vodka costs them about $3.50 per shot. You pay $25 for what you think is premium, but get the 75-cent version instead. The bar profits $24.25 rather than the $21.50 they would make selling you the actual premium product. That's an extra $2.75 of pure scam profit per drink. Multiply that by hundreds of tourists daily, and you see why this scam persists. Consider what happened to a tourist from Ohio at an MGM Grand bar. He ordered 4 Grey Goose shots and paid $100. The bartender appeared to pour from a Grey Goose bottle, but that bottle actually contained well vodka. He ended up paying $100 for about $3 worth of actual liquor. When he complained, security footage confirmed the switch, but the bar claimed it was an honest mistake and offered only a 50% refund. What management doesn't want you knowing is that this practice is often systematic. A former MGM bartender revealed that bottles are pre-filled with cheaper liquor during slow shifts. Management not only knows about this practice, but actively encourages it during peak tourist hours. Bartenders often receive bonuses based on profit margins, not customer satisfaction, creating a direct incentive to deceive you. To avoid this scam, always watch the pour. Ask the bartender to open a sealed bottle in front of you if possible. Examine the bottle before they pour your drink. If you're suspicious, immediately request a manager and demand a security footage review. Remember, in Vegas, even your alcohol isn't what it seems. The second major scam to watch for is the automatic gratuity trap. Bars automatically add a 20 to 25% gratuity to your bill without clearly disclosing it. It's often buried in fine print or quietly added during payment processing. The result? Tourists frequently pay double tips without realizing it. Clark County Consumer Protection reports show that 60% of bar tip complaints involve undisclosed automatic gratuity. The average hidden tip ranges from 40 to 40 to 40 to 80 per group, and most tourists never check their receipts carefully enough to catch it. Here's how the numbers work. On a $200 bar tab with a hidden 22% auto gratuity, you're already paying a $44 forced tip. Then you add another 20% tip because you didn't realize gratuity was included, adding another $40. That's a total tip of $84 on a $200 bill, an effective tip rate of 42%. The bar staff keeps that extra $40 as pure profit. This happened to a family of 4 at a Caesars Palace sports bar. They racked up a $180 food and drink bill, and the receipt showed a $39.60 service charge in small print. Not realizing this was actually the gratuity, the family added another $36 cash tip. They only discovered they'd been double tipped when reviewing their credit card statement after returning home. When they contacted the bar, management refused a refund, claiming their policy was clearly posted. What's particularly insidious about this scam is how selectively it's applied. A former Caesars bartender confirmed that auto gratuity is typically added only to bills for large groups and obvious tourists. Locals and regulars don't get charged the automatic fee. Staff are specifically trained not to mention the automatic gratuity unless directly asked about it. To protect yourself, Always explicitly ask, "Is gratuity included?" before paying. Read every line of your receipt carefully before signing, and take photos of receipts for later review. Don't assume the tip line is empty because you need to add a tip. It might mean you're about to tip twice. The third scam that's draining tourist wallets is what industry insiders call the phantom round scam. Bartenders add drinks to your tab that you never ordered or received. These phantom charges appear for rounds you didn't consume, and particularly target intoxicated tourists who won't remember exactly what they ordered. The Nevada Department of Business and Industry receives over 200 phantom charge complaints monthly. The average phantom charge ranges from $75 to $75 to $150 per incident. What's most alarming is the success rate for bars. Roughly 85% of tourists never dispute these fraudulent charges. The math is simple but devastating. You order 4 drinks totaling $60, but your bill shows 7 drinks totaling $105. Yeah, that's an extra $45 for drinks that never existed. And the bar keeps 100% of these phantom charges as pure profit. A bachelor party at the Venetian experienced this firsthand. They ordered 6 beers and 2 shots throughout the night. When the bill arrived, it showed 12 beers, 6 shots, and 4 mixed drinks they never ordered. The $320 charge represented $240 worth of drinks they never consumed. The group was too intoxicated to dispute it immediately, and later, the credit card company sided with the bar because the receipt had been signed. A former Venetian bartender revealed that phantom round training actually exists. Staff are taught to add extra drinks during busy periods when customers aren't closely monitoring their tabs. Management provides legal protection for staff if customers complain. And security cameras are strategically positioned to not capture register transactions clearly. To avoid being a victim of phantom charges, keep a running count of drinks ordered and take photos of each round as it arrives. If you're in a group, designate one sober person to track all orders and handle payments. Your sobriety is your security when it comes to your bar tab. The fourth scam takes fraud to a criminal level: the credit card skimming operation. Bar staff use handheld skimmers to copy your credit card information, which is then sold to identity theft rings. Tourists typically discover this fraud weeks after returning home, making it difficult to trace. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police report over 150 bar-related card skimming cases annually. The average fraud amount per victim ranges from $2,500 to $5,000. And most victims never connect the fraud to their Vegas bar visits. The financial damage extends beyond your bar tab. Skimmed card information sells for $50 to $100 on the dark web. Fraudulent purchases using your card information average $3,200 per card. Tourists typically discover this fraud 2 to 3 weeks later, when substantial damage has already been done. Banks recover only about 60% of fraudulent charges on average, leaving victims with significant losses. A tourist from Texas used his card at a Fremont Street bar and thought nothing of it. 3 weeks later, he discovered $4,800 in fraudulent charges across multiple states. A bank investigation traced the fraud to the Vegas timeframe. When confronted, the bar claimed no knowledge of the skimming, but conveniently had no security cameras covering the payment area. The tourists ultimately lost $1,920 in unrecovered charges. A former security consultant revealed that organized skimming operations exist in multiple Vegas bars. Staff receive $25 to $50 per card successfully skimmed, creating a strong incentive for this criminal activity. Management is often unaware, but creates conditions that enable skimming by not implementing proper security measures. Modern handheld skimmers are disguised as normal payment processing devices, making them nearly impossible for customers to detect. To protect yourself from skimming, never let your card leave your sight. Use contactless payment or cash when possible, especially in bars with dim lighting or crowded conditions. Monitor your bank statements daily during and after Vegas trips, and report suspicious charges immediately. Remember, that your financial security is worth more than the convenience of an open tab. The fifth and final scam is the comp drink upsell scheme. Those free drinks Vegas is famous for now come with mandatory expensive food purchases. Even worse, comp drinks are often watered down or non-alcoholic, with hidden charges appearing for premium versions of these supposedly free beverages. Consumer protection agencies report that comp drink complaints have increased by 300% since 2020. The average hidden charges range from 30 to 30 to 30 to 60 per free drink. Most tourists simply don't understand the terms and conditions attached to complimentary beverages. Here's the mathematical reality. Your free drink typically requires a $25 minimum food purchase. That complimentary drink is likely 50% water and 50% alcohol. If you want to upgrade to a full-strength version, that costs an additional $15. Your total cost for that free drink? $40 for watered-down alcohol. A couple at Paris, Las Vegas experienced this firsthand. They received complimentary cocktails at the hotel bar, but were required to order a $50 appetizer to qualify. The drinks were visibly watered down, and when they asked about stronger versions, they were offered premium upgrades for an additional $30. Their total bill came to $80 for 2 weak drinks and overpriced food. A former Paris bartender confirmed that comp drinks are pre-mixed with approximately 60% water. Food minimums are artificially inflated specifically for comp drink promotions, perhaps most deceptively. Those premium upgrades often use the same watered-down mix with just a different garnish to create the illusion of a better product. Management carefully tracks comp drink profit margins to ensure these free drinks are actually highly profitable. To avoid falling for this scam, always read all comp drink terms before accepting the offer. Calculate the total cost, including required purchases, and compare it to simply ordering regular drinks. In most cases, those regular drinks represent better value than the free ones with conditions attached. These 5 scams cost Vegas tourists millions annually, but now you know exactly what to watch for. Bar scams aren't random. They're systematic operations designed to exploit your vacation mindset. Stay alert, question everything, and remember that in Vegas, nothing is truly free. Your awareness is your best defense against these predatory practices.